all the bubbly water's gone. Greg here, burning both ends, burning on the back end of Monday. It's 12:01 a.m. Pacific. It is technically the 8th of January 2019, but we are reflecting upon the 7th on Monday. So I want to light up a conversation about some of the new things I'm doing this year, especially around my side hustle, some of the tactics I'm putting into place. Super psyched about it. It's going to be an amazing first quarter. It's going to be an amazing year, but just this first quarter, I just feel it's going to be fantastic. But first, I want to talk about the hat that I wear and why I wear it. And so, from a very practical standpoint, I wear it because it can be cold in this room. So I'm in our garage here. It's somewhat finished, but it's not heated. And so in the wintertime, I'm in Albany, California, so that doesn't get too cold, but still, it can get down to, 50 degrees here. Below 50 degrees outside, but, inside the garage, down to 50 or so, and it can be a little chilly. And so I started putting on this hoodie. My wife gave me this hoodie, and then my dad gave me this hat years ago, maybe like 25 years ago. And so this hat is super warm, and I love this hat. And so I started wearing it when I was coming into the garage to do some of my side hustle work. And then when I decided to start this channel, I said, I'm going to keep wearing the hat. And there's kind of a double reason. The one reason is, yes, it's cold in here and it's nice to wear in the wintertime, no doubt. But kind of like the real reason, for me is something that my dad used to tell me growing up. I was a pretty serious student growing up. And he used to say, hey, don't take yourself so seriously. And that's definitely something that I did, and definitely have some regret around that. And it's something that I've been working on and something that I've been trying to change and fix and, be, not so serious. And that's definitely been working out. And so I figured when I started this channel, if I wear this hat, I can't possibly be too serious in this hat because it's somewhat silly looking. And so I just kept the hat on, and it's working, and I'm keeping things lively. Of course, every now and then you hit the trenches and you get serious with work, but that's a different type of seriousness, So I want to keep the hat on. I want to keep a good, a good view on things. I want to not get too serious about myself. I want to keep it lively, keep it humorous, I'm looking for words and not finding them. So anyway, but I think you get what I'm saying. But anyway, let's shift to a couple other things. So I've been watching some YouTube videos about productivity and distractions. And so, I've been removing some of the distractions and trying to create like a nice chunk of time to do some like real work, to do some deep work. And it's been working out pretty well, so put the phone on airplane mode. It's sometimes tough in here with the kids because the kids can get up at any time and come in here, and obviously I got to take care of them. But for the most part, I find that simply, putting the phone on airplane mode, and I've gotten rid of all my notifications on my computer. And so that way nothing, so that way when I sit down here to work, unless it's one of my kids, I'm putting it this way because that's where the door is to the house. Garage is right there, garage door. Anyway, and it's working well. Because I definitely can find myself, I'll sit down to do work and I'll just get caught up in, other emails or just like not focused. And so I'm trying to bring the focus in, and it's definitely working. So that's one thing. Other thing, I posted a beat to SoundCloud. My alter ego, G Money. I write these beats. This is a very interesting beat. I talked about it before. It's like a heartbeat. It's a 40-minute song, if you will. And I wrote it for a grieving ceremony. So I just reposted a new mix. There are jingle bells in it that was definitely inspired by Christmas. So I wrote it like toward the end of December. Early December, but Christmas, was on the mind, so jingle bells are in there. It's a cowbell, definitely a bass drum is the heartbeat itself, and then there's a set of congas toward the end. I just love congas, so I just posted the SoundCloud. I'll link it down below in the description, and I've been listening to that beat all day today, and I have to admit it's really like soothing. It like kind of keeps you going, but it's not distracting. So really feeling that beat. And the conga part really just, like when the congas come in and all 4 instruments are playing, it's really, I really kind of enjoy it. So anyway, check it out on SoundCloud. You can download it for free, do anything you want with it. It's like complete free Creative Commons, as free as I can make it, right? You can chop it up, steal it, use it, whatever you want to do. Add things to it, take things to, well, I'm not sure if you can take things away from it, but just give me a little bit of credit, give G Money some credit, and we'll be good to go. So last thing I want to hit on is Fundraise Up and the work I'm doing there, right? So a very simple recap with Fundraise Up. So I met Peter, the co-founder, in May of last year in New York City. Checked out his business, did some due diligence on it, and then in August decided to join Peter and his team as a customer acquisition person. And I'm like the only person on the West Coast pushing this product, and I think we have a phenomenal product. I'm super psyched for it. I just started off the year with a sign, with a new customer on Friday, which was awesome, and then just was emailing tonight another customer that's going to be signing up very soon. So starting to build some momentum. I've been working since August, so I've been like laying a nice foundation down, and one of the things that I put in place, and this was a result of this switching topics here, DOE Energy I-Core training I took. That's a mouthful right there, but essentially what it is, it's an entrepreneurial training. It's around technology transfer. They teach us the lean startup model, and one of the key things that they teach us is something called channel partners, right? So this is someone that will help, that already has an established network kind of in the space that can help sell the product. And of course there's a profit share, and there's probably a co-branding component to that. And so what I'm realizing is that I'm tapping my personal network to get introductions to nonprofits, and I'm finding that people are extremely helpful in doing this. But I'm also finding that I run into a few like kind of consultants for nonprofits, and these consultants, they're really impressed with what we have. And when I mentioned, hey, let's do a collaboration, let's work together, let's share the profits and tap into your network. And since you are regularly meeting new nonprofits, this could be something you put like in your kind of offerings, and that seems to be working out pretty well. So I have now kind of not sealed the deal, but I've signed up, or partnered with, there we go, partnered with 2 nonprofit consulting companies, one in Colorado, one here in the East Bay. And I'm just super psyched to start with them. We just finished the agreements late last year, so kind of right now is a great time for us to start. And I'm realizing that this I think is the key. I mean, I'm going to get Twitter going, I'm going to get Facebook ads going, but this is a very personal business. This is a very face-to-face, press the flesh business. This is a because we are. It's great to get a digital introduction, but at the end of the day, it's all about personal relationships, and it's it's a relatively long sales cycle, because we are asking this nonprofit, we're asking them to let us handle their online donation transactions, which is a big deal, right? It's like Big Worm said, it's like when you mess with my money, you're playing with my emotions, right? So anyway. So I think the more credibility that we can bring to the table, the better. And I think this is a great way with these channel partners, with these people that are already in the space, that have been in the space for a while, that know a good product when they see it. And that's what really impresses me with Fundraise Up, is the fact that these folks that have been in the business for decades look at what we have, and they're like, wow, that's really slick, and that's they can kind of see how it would work so well. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. After that huge little intro there, I'm really focusing on more channel partners. And I'm going to, of course, through Twitter, I'm going to be, looking to get in some DMs with some folks. And I think, I'm a huge fan of Gary Vee. And so how can I 5149 this? How can I offer more value, right? Because, if I approach a nonprofit, that can be tough, because I'm just looking, I'm just another salesperson with another product, right? And of course, everyone can increase online donations, or maybe not everyone, but that just sounds kind of, even though it's totally true, and we're having a huge impact on some incredible nonprofits, and they're like doubling donations, and it's real. it just sounds kind of like almost too good to be true in a way. And so I'm looking for like approaching someone, and the channel partner is perfect. I mean, it's such a better deal to offer, right? It's like, hey, I want to partner with you and share profits with you. I mean, that's going to probably attract a lot more conversations than, hey, I want to sell you this product, even though the result of the product is, doubling donations and things like that. So anyway, using Twitter, I want to use LinkedIn DMs and connections to find some folks in the space that just work with nonprofits and help them, and would love to kind of be a channel partner. I think that will have that will pay huge dividends. So I'm really pushing on that. And so that's where I'm at. So I sent one DM tonight. I'm starting to learn. I want to learn the language to use to attract the attention of these folks. And and just see how it goes. And I mentioned Gary Vee a second ago. I didn't hit the point. So I was listening to some podcasts, and he's real big on DMing, and he's like, yeah, you got DM 400 people a night and blah blah. So it's a numbers game, and so that's what I want to get into. I want to get into the numbers game. Just start DMing a bunch of folks, see if I can create some conversations. Of course it will. And then leverage those, and bring on some more channel partners and just start growing. And then I'm also seeing kind of creating a really nice platform for my channel partners, right? A place that they can go to get some tools and resources, maybe even have a monthly call, or kind of I want to deliver so much value to them that I'm right here for them, and this is really going to be awesome. And this is really getting, that was a horrible way to say it, not be awesome, but that I'm here for them, and that we're working together, and that I have lots of tools and resources for them, and just kind of keep them psyched about our product, keep them psyched about our partnership, so that's what I'm working on. And then I also see another thing. This is a little bit separate now. This is now with our customers, right? So essentially what we offer is a whole bunch of different elements that you can put on your website, through email, wherever, on a computer, wherever, that will, attract donors and convert donors. And I'm also seeing building a community of our customers on how they use the different elements that we provide and different tactics and things. And so I could see that being kind of a really kind of cool thing. Just have this community of customers that are all helping each other increase donations. And hey, I use this element in this place, and this is how it worked, and I did this over here, and look at this website, look how we configured it. I could see there being a lot of value to sharing kind of the results of good practices with our tool set. So anyway, a lot of big ideas. I'm super psyched about it. A lot of fun, having a lot of fun. I think that's one of the biggest things. That's why I'm so excited about this. So this channel is all about my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur. Things I'm trying, things I'm tasting. Successes, failures, kind of parts. I started the year off, I wasn't really motivated. I have to admit, now we're in day 8 of the year, and the motivation starting to really kick its way up. Super psyched about what's going on. Maybe it was just the fact that I experienced a few weeks at the end of the year of just not really doing much, right? Just family time and just resting and hanging out and drinking wine and things like that. And I think it was a result of that, right? It was a result of just kind of some downtime and some really low productivity time, because I think part of me is this. I'm real big on work and productivity. I don't know. It's just this thing that and my wife says this. She's like, I never see you relax, but for me, this is relaxing a lot of the time. Some of this work is just it's fun, and I really enjoy it. So anyway, subscribe if you like what you hear. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. If I can help you in any way, please let me know what's going on. I'd love to try. I'll do my best. And that'll be it. So beat in the background, G-Money is my alter ego. I write these beats. I mentioned that before. This is not the heartbeat in the background. This is a different one. But there's also a link down below. It's on SoundCloud. Check it out if you like that kind of thing. And that's about it. So I'm psyched to get some sleep tonight. Y'all do well. Wake up tomorrow, crush it, light it up, do great things, be kind. I'm adding that one. Be kind. Inspire folks. And I will catch you tomorrow. Well, no. I'll catch you today because today is tomorrow. Well, you get it. Later.